If you remember about what Mad City is a game where you get to play as either a cop, a hero, or a prison. It's basically like the same prison game you will get in Roblox, like this prison life, there's jailbreak. Now, the thing is with this game was that it was very popular back in the day and it managed to surpass jailbreak, which was like the most famous prison game, and it still is to this day, and there's a reason for that. So what it seemed to me like around 2018 to 2019, that was during Mad City's first release date, and it managed to surpass Jailbreak on a huge level. Like it became one of the most top games ever in Roblox. Actually, if I'm not wrong, it was the most top played games ever. Like every time they would update some small thing, you will get tons of players instantly, and there's a reason for this. Matsuri, like it had a huge different thing. Like in prison there's usually only prisoner and cops, but in this one they added it a little different. They added in hero team, they added villain team and stuff like that. They even added in epic boss fights, and the PvP mechanics were very fun to play with. Everyone enjoyed it, and so did I. Even though there were some imbalancements, it was pretty great. But for those that are new here and wondering why I'm talking about this, but just know that before this I had a channel and I used to play Mad City on that one before I made this. So what exactly went wrong? Around 2020, they released their last update, their last event update to be precise, which was the Christmas event, where you had to do a boss fight, and that was pretty fun. Everyone loved it, and so did I. Even though it was hard, but that was like the fun part of it. And then after that event had ended, the game no longer started updating, but it started updating randomly at times. Like sometimes it would update once a month or twice a month. In fact, it was barely more than just twice at times. It was very rare to get an update until around 2022. It started to get more updates because we were getting closer to chapter 2. But then the release of chapter 2 was what made things bad for the game. Apparently, this new huge update that the devs had made, it was their biggest update by far, and they changed absolutely everything, and by that I mean the mechanics and stuff like that, and people were not actually fond of it. And to be fair, I was okay with it for a while. I mean, the driving mechanics are pretty great till now, but the problem is the PvP mechanics along with the flight mechanics. Those are kind of hard, honestly. However, they did manage to improve it a bit with the advanced mechanics that they added for some planes, but not all. However, it's another problem with Mad City is that nowadays they've been doing events and they have barely been any creative. Like since 2022's Christmas, we had an event of crates, and then for Easter we had of crate events again, and then the same thing for the Halloween event, and barely anyone is grinding it right now, because at this point the events were becoming what jailbreak had become. It had become way too repetitive, and the problem is the map is like it's so small. Like it'll be so easy to even chase someone around the map, but like I mean that's a good thing for chases and stuff like that, but the map has become way too small. Back then, I mean, it was fine, but now it's just become way too small for for us to even play in. And the other problem is the rendering and like the FPS issues. Like they're pretty terrible. In chapter 1 they were like perfectly great enough, and I couldn't even set it on high, but at this point I just can't do that anymore. But Mad City did, however, host a poll around last week, asking its community that if they want Chapter 1 back, because that's what many people have been requesting for, and we'll see what's going to happen next week. I'm not sure how this is going to work. I feel like they're going to somehow mess it up. What they should do, however, is keep it a separate game. Like they shouldn't keep it limited for a while. I mean, it's something that, because let's be honest here, I saw this or the chapter 1 part cupping because Fortnite did it, and this isn't the first time that Mad City has copied a Fortnite move. um, they did copy another like thing with the event where like in Fortnite there was a black hole event, and then there was something a little similar to that, because they both were caused by a specific rocket. But hey, we'll see what happens next week or in the coming few days, because I'm actually uploading this on the weekday. And let's just see and hope that everything goes right and good.